Hi. Testing 1 2 3. I really hope my mic works.
A space where I can just be. One, two, three, four.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Naya. I'm also known as the ghost, the Casper that likes to appear and disappear, but I'm working on it. I'm actually currently ready to go out to one of my side hustles, which is as a shot contractor. So earlier this week I said on Snap, can you please keep quiet, please? I said that if I get 150 likes on my last video, I will talk about something very lucrative that I found that you can be doing on the weekends and making good money and getting to look as hot as I am. But yeah, I am a shot contractor, so I've made some notes on my laptop, which was repaired by So Fix It. And I'm going to put all their details in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for fixing my laptop, looking after it, cleaning. I don't know how they cleaned my laptop because it was super crusty. I was very embarrassed when I gave it to them, and it came back to me and my screen was working and my water stain is gone and I have a new screen, and they just sorted me out. Repairs, laptop, phone, whatever it is, if you have an issue, just go to them. All their details are going to be in the description box down below. So thank you guys so much. You practically sponsored this video because I'm not able to do anything or record or do anything on YouTube. I know I'm back to my former self and my former glory because I fixed my laptop. We are on our GirlBoss Guide where it's like we're actually just getting our money up. Like, guys, can you see me? Like, wow. Oh my god, 24 never looks so good. Whew. Okay, let me not be too excited. So basically what it means to be a shot contractor is that you are working in, these clubs. I don't know if you've ever seen a girl with an LED tray like this. Some girls use normal trays, but I made the investment. I paid £50 for this tray. First off, I want you to be able to see me in the dark. Obviously when it's pitch black, it's so much brighter than this because there's a lot of lighting going on. You can't really see the true effects. But yeah, I have a remote for it as well. But some girls just use a black tray. I think that's kind of boring. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you might as well just invest in your craft. I always do. I always pay the price. Always, because it pays off. People are really cheap when it comes to their own self-development. But whenever I commit to doing anything, I throw myself in the deep end. I want all the smoke. So what you go into these clubs, obviously you're representing their brand and you're trying to, bring out sizable revenue increase, and you're taking pressure off their bar. So what I do is I sell shots, I sell Jäger bombs typically. Sometimes you might sell tequila. It kind of just depends on your agency and what they are, or the club, or what is really popular in the club. Some places tequila, some places rum, some places Jäger. Jäger's a good one. It's easy to make. You just need some energy drink and you just need the Jägermeister. You basically go into a club, you buy the bottle from them. It could be £56, it could be £100, it could be £185 depending on where you're going. 185 is like Chelsea. Nightclubs, they tend to be around the 150 mark or 120 depending on which club it is. Different agencies have access to different venues, so it's going to be dependent on your agency. I've spoken to some shot girls and they're like at multiple agencies. They just to pick like the best shifts for them. If you find a nice place that you really go on, like I found one for example, and it's called Tiger Bay and it's in Edgware, and I really like the audience there and the crowd there because they just love me. Oh, they love me so much. For example, I remember one time I was working in Romford. There was a guy who kept buying shots of me all night. Called me his wife. Even bought a whole tray of shots. I think the tray of shots was only worth like £50. He bought it for £150, and then he let me go and sell it to other people. Can you imagine? So I made double the profit. It was a very good night, like £1,000 in the night, easily. It's really good money, and you get to meet lots of different people. I've met doctors. I'm not get into my team, my business. I'm gonna save this for when I start doing channel memberships, and then I can really talk my shit without having to fear that people are gonna take my shit and take it elsewhere. I'm just gonna keep it for my real ones, my day one Nine Nations. It's, keeping your inventory, paying the venue, and you're going to pay your agency as well. Your agency takes a commission. This is a commission-based role. That is why your income has no limit. But if you have a bad night, you have a bad night. But if you have a good night, you have a great night. And you know what? I don't think I've had one bad night. Even if I haven't, made a killing financially, I've met really lovely people. I know them by name. Do you know what I mean? Like, so there are pros and cons to the job. Pros are you're actually kind of having fun when you're out there. I don't recommend this, but I've gone on misadventures with people. Like, I'll just follow them to the next shubs or next party after. Do you know what I mean? They've just been so good to me the whole night, and that's like I feel from their energy that I'm safe with these people. people, so I'll just go wherever, share my location with my mum or whatever, and I just go about and just have a bit of fun, and I'll go home after. Also, obviously, you're going out there and you're really getting to understand the hospitality life, because my mum wants to have a restaurant, so that's what kind of drove me to kind of go into the hospitality section, so I can actually see what happens, at the front of the house. Typically you're coming in and you're being served, but it's a different experience when you're on the other side and you're serving others. So that's been very enlightening. But yeah, I've heard people say to me, how am I supposed to say no to you? Like, oh, why did you have to look like this? Because like, how can you say no to me lately? Like, you can't say no to this face. It's gonna be hard. You feel bad if you say no to me. Do you know what I mean? And I'll sulk and all that type of stuff. But it's really nice because it's like you're using your assets and you're using your personal magnetism and wearing colors like this, which is red. Like I have like this little décolletage thing that I could put on because it just draws your attention to my chest. So it's like I'll be talking to you, you won't even know what's going on anymore. How it works is, especially with a tray like this, I want to show you my shot cups. I use something like this. It's a non-slip mat. You put it on the tray and that allows you to for your shots not to spill everywhere. On a tray like this, especially if you use slim cups, this is not exactly what I'd call a slim cup. I would say this is like a very medium large cup. I have slimmer cups, the ones I've been getting from Poundland of late, but if you use a slim cup like this, you can fit about 20 shots on a tray. So depending on where you are and what the relative rate for a shot could be anything from £3 to £10 depending on the type of bag you're around. One thing I have noticed is when you go to these uptown areas like, maybe Edgware or like Chelsea, people may spend more, people have more spending capacity, but they might be more frugal. Whereas the people who are perceived as common or just like regular folk or whatever, they will give you their last dime till their bank is finished, I mean? Like, I like going pubs, I like going nightclubs, I don't mind it. I like going wherever I'm sent, especially if they have good footfall or traffic. That's all you need really, traffic on a night out. And obviously you have peaks, you have like, for example, huge season coming up, guys. December, Christmas time, people are going to be more cheerful, more willing to give. You have New Year's, huge celebration. We have Halloween, and I love spooky season. I love it. I love doing like all the prosthetic makeup. I love dressing up. I love all that type of stuff, cosplay, anime, all that type of stuff. I'm really into that shit. So based off that, then each tray could raise you like what? So 3 times 20 is £60, and then 20 times 10 is 200. So each tray could make you 60 to 200 pounds. And ideally you want to try sell them every 15 minutes so you can run through the bottle and you can like maximize your 4 or 5 hours that you're working. So that's how you really make the big bucks. Then remember, you also have expenses. You have to provide your cups, you have to buy your cups yourself. If you have a Costco card, good for you, because it means you can get Boost or Red Bull or like whatever energy drink, just energy drink for the cheap, for the low. Equally, you have to buy your cups. Girls, you reuse cups, you just need to wash them hygienically with soap and maybe like antibacterial, let them dry, and then you can reuse your cups. So that's also every little helps, so you're saving that way as well. Yeah, so how would you would even calculate it is you do the bottle price divided by 28. Obviously in a 70 centiliter bottle, because Jägermeister is 70 centiliters, that's 700 milliliters. Single shots are 25 ml. So technically, based off that logic, you're supposed to get 28 shots out of a bottle. But ideally, for a shot girl, you want to try to get 60, because that's where your profit margin is, isn't it? And you want to add like £2 to your base price, so you're really flipping. I've met girls who can get 100 shots out of a 700 ml bottle. I don't know how they do it. I don't know, 7 ml per shot. It's all about getting more confident. Even I've only been doing this a couple of weeks, so I'm not even fast when it comes to refilling. I've seen girls, they just do their tray, less than 3 minutes they're done, and I'm just there still trying to measure stuff out. All of us have different styles, and I feel like at the end of the day, what makes you great is the fact that you have a unique approach to how you do things, and you'll find your own little hacks. Right now I have a guide, it's called Femme Funds. It's 7 chapters long, and I've gone through so many different ways to make online income, and I've basically written everything out for you, and I've left you with notes that you can basically tick and go through to build whatever it is you want to do. You can click the link that will be here, and you can also check the description box as well. I'll run you guys a code, a special code. Should I say? No, YouTube is too obvious. Femme. Yeah, I'll make it Femme. Yeah, just FEMM. So Femme Funds. I'm in my Femme Fatale type of area, so I'm just gonna call it Femme for the code, and I'll give you a discount. I'll do you guys 50% because I like you guys. But it's gonna have everything, my full guide, my Shot Contractor guide as well, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm trying to teach you guys how to fish, but also you need to actually do things independently. The only time I can really take responsibility for what you do is if you're paying me to take responsibility for what you do. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I think this is great. You know, you're your own boss, you pick and choose shifts. You know, if you don't want to work next weekend, you just need to tell your agency on time that you're not prepared to work, you want to go on holiday. As much as I would love to stay with you guys forever, I want to keep this video short and sweet. I hope you guys have run up my likes on my last video. Make sure you check it out. I have like 5 helpful tips there, and like I'm just loving my finance me, because I feel like this is stuff that really influences our life and the quality of our life. So it's very important that we are well versed in it. Make sure you go to my community tab so you can vote for what the next video will be for our GirlBoss Guide series. And I love you guys so much. Something that you need is in the description box, I promise you. Make sure you check out my guide, Femme Funds. Guaranteed that you'll love it. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and I think that is actually the best side hustle right now, especially for us beautiful women. Anyway, bye.